Number five, the fifth kind of people you must never date or marry are the people who would say, my mother said I'm too young.
That one.
Oh, yes, there are people like that. My mother said I'm too young for a relationship. My
Yes.
father said I'm too young for a relationship. If such a person is the one you have chosen to be your partner, then trust me, you are actually wasting your time.
Wow.
Number six, there are people who say, I want to be fulfilled, I want to achieve everything in this life before I think of marriage. If such a person is the one you are dating, auntie, you should know that you are actually stuck with a time waster. Number seven, there are some people who have drawn their scale of preference and have prioritized their family. Let me put it right. They've prioritized their family's welfare far above their marriage. So there are people who say that, my elder sister is not married yet. When I enter into marriage, it will look as if say me pray me home. There are people who say my kid sister is in school. I'm taking care of my kid sister. I'm feeding my parents. I'm doing this. I'm paying rent. I'm paying. If such a person is the one you have chosen to be with, my dear, you are actually stuck with a time waster. Number
Wow.
eight, there are people who would also say our relationship is too young for us to talk about marriage.
Yes. That particular one.
One day somebody asked me, when is the best time to talk about marriage? And I said, on the very first day you met.
Wow.
On the very first day you met, you should at least introduce the subject of marriage.
Marriage.
Okay?
Deep. Yeah.
Don't propose to a lady with the motive of marriage, but let the person know that should things go well and if you are compatible, you would want this relationship to metamorphose into marriage.
Marriage. Wow.
It is very, very important.
Okay.
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 When you don't have this ideology, you would come across people that will be in a relationship with you, and anytime you bring up the subject of marriage, they will tell you it's too early to talk about marriage. Like you share your crunch, it's just 5 years, and you are
Yes.
talking about marriage already.
Marriage.
So be careful with such people.
Okay.
Now, number nine, there are people who always want to talk about sex.
Always.
Always. When you are stuck with a person like that, he's actually a time waster. He's not there for anything but just for sex. So when something happens, he wants you to appease him. Well, let's assume you offended him. When you offend him, he wants you to appease him with sex.
Sex.
Once you give him what he's looking for, everything comes back to normal. If such a person is the one you have chosen to be with, you are actually dating a time waster.
Wow.
Number nine, when you happen to go out with a person who never says yes or no to anything,
Wow.
they are like the Absaloms of the Bible. They neither say good nor bad. You ask them, is this dress okay? Said, oh, if it's okay for you, it's okay for me.
Wow.
Charlie, should I go or should I not go? If you want to go, what do you think? This is what I'm planning of doing. What do you think? Anything. Anything. If you are going out with such a person, know that the person doesn't really have you at heart.
Okay.
The person is just there for an ulterior motive. And after they've gotten what they came for, they are going to abandon you.
Wow.
So take note of such people as well. Now, number 10, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Number 10, guys who are always demanding money from you
Hey.
and never wanting to give to you.
Wow.
They always want you to give to them, but they don't want to return or reciprocate the love that you are showing to them,
Wow.
especially the ladies. The producer said the ladies, yes.
The ladies.
The ladies. There are some of the ladies who also want to take what you have, but they are not ready to give you anything in return. Anything, I don't mean sex.
Okay.
I don't mean anything, but they are not ready to support you as and when they should. So you should take note of such people. If such a person is the one you are going out with, you are actually dating a time waster. Number 11, guys who feel shy of you when you are in public with them.
Okay.
There are some guys, they feel very shy to let people know that you are the lady they are dating, or perhaps you are the one they've chosen to be with.
Okay.
If a guy hides you in the presence of his family, in the presence of his family, his friends, his loved ones, know that, Charlie, this guy doesn't mean business as he's
At
saying.
all. Wow.
I'm telling you. So
This is deep.
if a guy truly loves you, he shouldn't hide you when he's with his friends.
Okay.
Are you with me? So if you are always being hidden, know that that relationship is a time wasting relationship.
Wow.
Number 12, guys who constantly say nice things about you only when they are with you. But when they meet their friends, oh, Charlie, that girl, that Charlie, that useless girl, forget them, Charlie.
Wow.
Oh. If you happen to hear some of these things, don't let him convince you by saying that, oh, I just didn't want my friends to, think that you are controlling me or you are doing
Yes.
what. That's why I said what I said. No.
Okay.
There is more to the things he said than you know. So please wise up and be vigilant, lest you would end up with a time wasting machine.
Wow.
Yes.
This is deep. Wow.
And then there are also guys who are never ready for you to meet their parents. There are ladies are like that too.
Okay.
When do we meet your parents? Oh, I'm not ready. My mom is not there. My mom is traveled. My dad is busy. And they keep postponing you. And
Wow.
yet, this relationship is over 3 years.
Mm.
And they keep telling you, better times will come. No, mommy doesn't have time now. So let's keep waiting. Please, if you are like that, if you are dating a guy or a lady like that, know that that lady or that gentleman is actually wasting your time.
Okay.
Number, only God knows. You know,
Yes.
when a guy keeps telling you that, I'm sacrificing to be with you,
Wow.
it is actually a sacrifice. Or when your lady keeps telling you, it's actually a sacrifice for me to be with you.
Wow.
Auntie, you are stuck with a time waster. This person is not ready for marriage, and he is not ready, and he won't even allow the relationship to move into the marital stage. So advise yourself when you are dating such a guy.
Wow.
Number one, guys who keep saying that, that lady or that friend of mine is even more attractive than you.
Mm.
If you are going out with a guy like that who
Yeah.
keeps saying that, that friend of mine is even more beautiful than you are. I like her nose. I like the way, her shape has been curved.
And all
She's
that.
very curvy and all that.
Yes.
If you happen to meet a guy who gives more compliment to other women more than yourself, you should know that the guy doesn't actually mean business with you
Okay.
and is wasting your time.
Time wasters.